There are households in our community where Christmas break is not good. As a teacher, I really didn't see it, but becoming an administrator, you see it at a different level. The gap between Thanksgiving break and Christmas break, you see discipline go up, and for a long time I didn't get and understand why.
We have a lot of kids that their personal life is only really intact when they're at school. When kids aren't sure what's going to happen to them during the course of that time away from school, you start to see elevations in tension that results in discipline issues that you don't see any other time during the year.
It's very obvious. You can see a child doing really well going into the holiday season, and then coming out of it, a lot of times they're just in a totally different place. They're due to just circumstances of their life. They're subjected to things during this time that are rough.
The church ladies kept coming to me after prayer requests and said, all right, so what can we do about this? And I said, it's way too big of an elephant, that we can't solve this problem. Decided to voice this idea and the suggestion to my local Kiwanis group that I'm a part of. And one of my friends said, why can't we do it? She's very optimistic and positive and said, hey, let's see if we can't figure this out. So we started trying to eat the elephant one bite at a time, and now we have the 3F Club. The concept behind this is that it's food, friends, and fun. It's the things that they're missing and they may be needing one or all three of those events during this time frame. So that's where we came up with the 3F Club. My first thought on who would come and manage this and helping eat the elephant was that I was going to go after churches. Different groups said, hey, if you can't fill the spot, my group would want to take one of those days. So our local work source takes a day. The Okanagan County Community Coalition that I'm a part of takes a day.
We have partners that have come in from churches, from civic organization, and today law enforcement is here. I mean, what a great place for kids to meet the police, because it's, you're learning, hey, these are people that care about us. They want us to be safe too.
The first thing I noticed when we participated in this last year is some of our officers were here at the 3Fs program and interacted with kids, and then we encountered them on the street during that same period at night. And you get a totally different reaction out of them, because now you're not just the police officer, you're the person that they played air hockey with. You're the person that they ate lunch with. And the whole encounter turns out totally different than it would have before that.
We used our public relations officer and our Facebook account for our school and said, hey, are there anybody out there who'd like to donate some fun activities? And in doing so, I got a Pop-A-Shot donated. I got a full-blown 9-foot-long wood shuffleboard table fresh out of the box. I got a air hockey table, and I got a foosball table, all donated free. They said, hey, you can have these if it's going to be something to help engage kids. When I went to the superintendent and said, hey, I'd like to have access to the school. I know that we're supposed to rent it and we're supposed to, pay for all of those things. And he said, this is a community outreach. Now the Kiwanis group can have this separate. So we run it from 9 to 1 every day during winter break, except for Sundays and except for the 2 holidays.
One of the things that's really good about it is the part that runs to the school up to midday is then followed on by the local person who owns the theater to do a free movie. So the kids have a place to be from 9 to 4. And that's really positive. So we've got great partnerships in the community.
And this is just providing an avenue for them. I mean, they're getting a good meal. They're around good people. And I think it's setting them up for success moving on through that holiday period.
It's open for kids, any kid who needs to be here, who this is going to be a fun, safe place for them to be, because home may not be safe. Mom and dad may have a job from 9 to 5 during the day, and It's great that we get to have families that have time off with kids, but some of that's a burden for families.
Does it impact our normal routine? Yeah, it does. You know, it comes right down to it. They're our children. You know, we're not going to leave them hanging loose. Because families are in a situation where their income's not where they'd like it to be, and poverty is a problem, it doesn't mean they don't care. They care very much. We all want the same thing for our kids. That's one more kid or 6 more kids, like today, that know there's a broader circle of adults that care about them.
It's been great because it's addressing some of the biggest problems in our area. You know, there's kids that desperately need a system like this. And David Kirk put it into motion, and so far it's been awesome to watch take place.
It's hard to measure what we do during this 2 weeks over the 180 school days, but I'm just praying that it's making a positive influence on our students and they're becoming better people for it.